I always reference the private Facebook group that we have that comes along with the Simplest Biz training as a group, and we call it the Middleman Lifestyle Simplest Biz group. But it's more than a group, and I want to drive that point home. This is a network. This is also a massive amount of data that's coming in and additional information because students scattered all over the United States and in 14 different countries are sharing what they're doing as well. And it puts even additional information for you to obtain if you're in this group. In addition, it's a networking group as well. So just one of the deals I'm going to show you in here, could change your life because you are working with people that know the business now because they've been through the Simplest Biz training. And they're in there to not only share what they're doing, but they're networking and doing deals together in addition to doing their own deals because that can come into play. And it's a wonderful way of having support after you've taken the training. So you're not out there doing this business on your own. Okay. In addition, I have, I don't know, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of additional live videos that I've done inside this group in addition to the training. But let's go through a lot of the posts here to drive this point home so you'll see how in some cases where just one deal is changing people's lives, and in other deals they're expanding their business, and in other deals they are networking with other students and creating deals as well. So there's power in this, and you need to pay attention because it's important to understand you will not be alone once you get into this business if you decide it's for you. All right. So let's go to the first slide here. This is driving the point home that we don't deal in how many hours did I work today. We deal in units when it comes to the pallet recycling business, right? So in this particular one, the guy is stating all in a 6-hour shift. So if you, let me expand this a little bit, see if I can pull this down just a tad. If you look at this truck here, this trailer actually, and you count up all the pallets on here, it's probably stacks of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, and then another matching stacks on the other side. So it's like 280 pallets. Let's just say you're making $5, $6 profit. Do the math. That's a lot of money on a 6-hour shift. Again, this guy is not trading. Tony here is not trading time for money. He's trading units for money. How many can I move? So it's a powerful way of understanding that there's a better way of multiplying yourself when, one, you're doing the pallet business, and two, involving yourself in a group like this and giving other students not only hope, but additional information on how to do it where they live as well. Okay. So the next one, our business is growing and expanding. This is from Joe. We are very blessed. We had to buy a new trailer to handle larger loads. New guys out there keep hustling. So this, this group is so encouraging when you get in there and see what's actually taking place. It's wonderful to see the camaraderie, and you'll even see more slides when this comes into play, how students help each other out and keep people in check. In the comments, section, people interacting with other students, encouraging and congratulating and thanking for the sharing of knowledge about their business as well that's shared in the group. It's very important, people. It's very important. So I'll go over this one real quick. Can anyone help me out with this? So here comes the networking aspect of the group, the private group that comes along with the Simplest Biz training. Got a call requesting to service a large blank center just outside of blank, 190,000 pallets per year to be picked up. I know there's an opportunity to make money brokering for the sales side of the business, but he's wanting to actually deal in a supply side of this business as well. And he's reaching out to the group about this particular situation. The text that he got that morning, or the email, whichever, I guess it's his text or email, it looks like maybe a text, Really great talking to you today. As we discussed, we are looking for a partner to source cores from blank location. This requires a pickup within a 48 hours of dispatch. We contracted only pay for blank sizes of pallets. The volume is about 190,000 pallets annually. Please let us know the availability and volume you would want to service. So Jay here is reaching out to the group to partner with someone else to handle this type of volume as well. And we have small players, big players, huge players in this group. So he can match up this particular deal with someone else and get this deal done. So that's, again, the power of being in a group like this instead of just getting training. Next slide. If anyone has quotes for blank grades for the following cities, let me know. The volume is 2 loads per week. Thanks. So we're dealing with 2 truckloads per week, and they're in 4 different states. Again, we have a network of people, of students, not only in the United States, but like I've told you before, in about 14 different countries that are executing this business model. This guy, Matt, one of our students, is reaching out to other ones to be able to handle a deal like this and make it a win for him, win possibly for another student, and win for the customer. All right? So that's what it's about. Very important. This is, I'm not sure exactly the pronouncing of it's Marche, it may possibly. Hi, just got a call. I have a customer needing 1,700 pallets next week. Half of them blank and half of them blah, blah, blah. He wants 2 to 3 tractor trailer loads this month of each size. Can anyone blank broker with some of them? I'm in blank. So again, the networking aspect of somebody possibly just, getting started and coming across a deal like this. If this person can get this thing up and running with possibly even another student, 1,700 pallets a week is a life-changing endeavor. You could have your whole business possibly on a deal just like this and do nothing else and operate it with just this business model. But you'll also are about to see other ways of generating additional layers of income in addition to pallets, and that's coming up shortly. Okay? Here is something I need to explain. I teach the model in the training that really deals with moving stuff, the pallets and crates and drums and dunnage, from point A to point B on a local level, right? That's an easy way to do this business, and there's daggum good money in it, right? But as your business grows and your contact, your network grows, not only in your area, but within the group, new opportunities come into play that some of my students could not ignore. And they expand into opening up their own pallet business, where they have their own location as well. And that's a natural progression. It's not like something where you start out of the gate doing that. So let me read this post and give you context. Just over 2.5 years in the business, been running my business close to John Charles' model as possible, but it's time to progress. Just got my shop up and running and figured I'd give y'all a few photos, the start of my pallet yard. Now the hard work begins. So he is starting a location, and he is even working with other students as well on other deals and growing that business, because the opportunities that came into play after servicing the accounts in the model that I teach, those other opportunities come into play. And also the financing and the money is there to be able to do something like that, because he's made great profits doing it in the simplified manner that we teach. So I have some students that never move away from that model, but I have some that actually expand into this type of situation because the dollars are there, the business is there, because they have gone through the training and learned the business in a way where they can expand, and they have knowledge on how to service accounts when it comes to that expansion that they didn't know week one. All right. So it can be a natural progression for people to move in this direction. And literally, I have students pulling in $500,000 a month from expanding and doing it in this manner as well. Now, do they have a lot of moving parts? Absolutely, to make that happen. But once you get in this game, the opportunities and the offshoots and the revenue streams, if you hustle, are numerous, okay? For you to be able to expand upon this business and even go over and above moving stuff from point A to point B as far as pallets. And here, let's see, I'm going to go to this one next to bring that point home. We're always talking pallets, 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 pallets. Well, this is boxes. I'm loving these boxes. These have actually increased crazy in very high demand right now. Seems like I got into it just at the right time. I'm not moving truckloads, but 100 to 200 a week. These are Gaylord boxes, by the way, is what they're called. And I've also noticed 55-gallon metal drums as well. I can't seem to keep them up. I roughly about 50 a month and always are running out. So he's in the process of trying to source more supply in this process so he can even make additional money, because again, we do not trade time for money. We trade units for money. They are really, really, really in good condition. People will pay for quality. You need multiple revenue streams. Multiple revenue streams. Why not? Because the businesses we deal with, and I want to drive this point home, and if you've heard it before, I'm going to say it again. The businesses that we deal with that need pallets, a lot of time need this other stuff as well. So why not double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip on the same existing customers that you have and sell them the other items that they need that we teach in the training to become a one-stop shop and not have to even go out and find a new customer. That is beautiful in this business model. And you need to get it if you don't quite understand this, because it's powerful as well. So I'm going to end on the last slide here. And this is about the networking aspect of this business model. Students are there to help other students. I've been there to help other students. It's like a family inside this Facebook group. And, you know, it's beneficial to both students to help each other out in a lot of cases. I'd like to send special thanks to Blank for his networking and helping me secure new accounts and suppliers today. He is constantly building his business, mentoring and networking with anyone that will hustle. Thanks. And that means other students inside this group. So we have seasoned veterans helping newbies and people trying to grow their business as well. It doesn't get much better than that. So I'm not going to go on and on, but I want you to realize this business model is special when it comes down to it, because of all the things I've mentioned in this video. So thesimplestbiz.com is where you go to find out more if you're not participating, if you've not gotten the training. And we also will guide you to an appointment, you know, if you want to have some questions answered once you go through some of this material. And if you want to move forward or you want to think about moving forward, we'll send you options as far as that goes as well. All right, after the call, and get you in a position where you can make a decision for yourself, right? And give you some time to make that decision. So that's how we operate at this time. Okay. TheSimplestBiz.com. My name is John Wilker, owner of The Simplest Biz, and I am looking forward to helping each and every one of you that get this business model. If it's not for you, if it's not glamorous enough for you, if you think it's not sexy enough for you, that's okay. But the more you understand this, there's plenty of people that do get it, and I want to help each and one of those people that do understand and say, oh, this one's different. Have a good one.